I would taste test dog food for $73,000 a year. Just saying. Hey guys, I'm Rebecca from WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 weird jobs that actually pay well.
We're literally face down in the water, and this is what I do for a living.
If you like business, entrepreneurship, stories of success, and epic fails, be sure to check out Context TV. We have business professionals who will give you all kinds of helpful tips and tricks for creating your own company, as well as videos that break down what's happening in the business world right now. You'll find a link to the channel in the description box below. All of the jobs on this list are somewhat off the beaten path, as it were, but they still pull in respectable yearly salaries or hourly wages. Just keep in mind that things really depend on the specific employer, the location, and so on. All right, let's see where you guys are applying for your next summer gig. Number 10, crime scene cleaner, between $35,000 and $80,000 per year. There are plenty of shows about those who investigate crimes, but the real money is made by those who clean up after all the detectives and police have left. Crime scene cleanup involves harsh chemicals to clean up what dead bodies leave behind, and that includes blood, waste, and flesh. There's always a huge amount of risk for disease when dealing with human detritus, in particular blood. Not to mention the strange hours you'll likely have to keep, since crime can obviously happen at any time of day.
You need to go in the back seat, scoop up all those little pieces of brain and skull, get it out of there.
Still, coming home with roughly $80,000 a year might actually make this job worth it, if you've got the stomach for it.
I got a threshold, Jules. I got a threshold for the abuse that I will take.
Number 9, IMAX screen cleaner, $45,000 per year. Cleaning jobs aren't usually very high paying, but when you specialize in cleaning something specific that poses a particular challenge, you can make some pretty good money. What about IMAX and other large format movie screens? Well, they certainly pose a unique challenge. Standard movie screens can be cleaned with an extension pole and special towel-based cleaning heads. For the massive screens, however, a motorized head on a pulley system is used, and it requires some skill to handle. According to Michael Quaranto, screen cleaner and co-founder of 1570 Cinema Services, it pays between $40,000 and $50,000 if working full-time. Number 8, horse exerciser, $55,000 per year. To be clear, we're not talking about a horse trainer. That's an entirely different career with a whole lot more name recognition. A horse exerciser, on the other hand, is a person who regularly rides a horse in order to keep it in good shape. This is a position that is especially important when dealing with racehorses. A horse exerciser, sometimes simply referred to as a horse rider, will typically work in close proximity with the trainer. The trainer outlines the larger plans for the horse in question, and the exerciser executes that plan daily to keep the horse race ready. Though well-paying, it often involves early hours. Number 7, food stylists, $63,000 per year. Food items always look undeniably tasty on TV, billboards, and in magazines. But when you actually come face-to-face with the dish in question, it's usually a pale reflection of what the advertisement promised. Since you're never going to beat the system, why not join it and make some decent money? You can get paid to be one of the professionals perpetuating this cycle of deception and disappointment. Seriously, we don't hold it against food stylists. Marketing is everything, especially when it comes to selling processed and fast food. And quite frankly, their work is fascinating. As an added bonus, you'll learn the skills to make your home cooking picture-perfect too. Number 6, dog food taster, between $40,000 and $73,000 per year. Sadly, this is not a way to supplement your dog food budget or force your canine companion to start pulling their financial weight in the household. If you're a human with an open mind and a refined but not easily offended palate, then we've got a job that pays decently and is sure to stimulate conversation. Since our four-legged friends cannot provide detailed feedback on the dinner put in front of them, when dog food companies are developing new formulas or flavors, they turn to human testers for input. So if you think you know what a dog likes in terms of taste, texture, and smell, why not apply? And like most jobs, the more experienced and/or educated you are, the higher your salary. Number 5, paper towel sniffer, between $19,000 and $52,000 per year. Well, there's not much ambiguity to that position title. Odor testing is actually a fairly diverse field. Think about how many scented products are on the market. Whether it's a product designed specifically to release odor, like an air freshener, or purpose-driven product for which smell is secondary, like a cleaning agent, the aroma it lets off can make or break it with consumers. One of the most specific sniffer jobs to be found is in the paper towel industry, where the goal isn't to make sure that the product smells good, but rather that it doesn't smell at all before, during, and after use. Only truly keen noses need apply. Number 4. Face feeler, $25 per hour. Sorry, but face feeling just isn't a skill that gets you a full-time salaried position. If you're willing to put in the face time though, you can still make a nice side hustle out of it. What, are you not already familiar with the face feeler profession? Well then, allow us to explain. Also referred to as sensory scientists, face feelers are trained and paid to comment on various cosmetic, skincare, and face-specific products in terms of viscosity, texture, and other effects on the skin. They're not testing them on their own face though. They are touching the faces of other participants to evaluate how these different products work on various complexions and skin types. Number 3. Golf ball divers, between $50,000 and $100,000 per year. Do you like golf? Are you a fan of underwater exploration? If you answered yes to both, then have we got the profession for you. Though ponds and other water features on a golf course might not provide the most thrilling of underwater scenery, they are overflowing with your new livelihood: lost golf balls.
I've had 90% of the people tell me I'm nuts. You gotta be a maniac to do this kind of occupation.
For every missed stroke on the fairway that ends up in the water, a golf ball diver gets a little richer. Because lost balls can still be reused, recycled balls are a lucrative industry. At an average of about 10 to 20 cents per ball, with proper technique, the numbers add up surprisingly quickly. Of course, it's not without risks. Number 2. Water slide tester, between $25,000 and $34,000 per year. You might not make as much money in this position as you would diving for golf balls, but hey, this aquatic employment opportunity comes with significantly less chance of a close encounter with an alligator. It also sounds like a childhood dream job come true. It certainly was for Seb Smith, a technology design student who beat out some 2,000 interested applicants who applied for the position back in 2013. The job involves traveling around the world, testing out slides, and rating them. The company's last tester, Tommy Lynch, was apparently with them for several years. Why he left the position, we cannot possibly imagine. There are certainly worse ways to make a living. Number 1. Professional snuggler, between $40 and $85 per hour. Hey, when you need a hug, you need a hug. There's no shame in paying for it. Nowadays, there are a number of online services offering professional snugglers for hire. There's no funny business, just a good old-fashioned cuddle for a price.
So you know that nothing sexual happens here. Everything is platonic, it's intimate.
If you're not in need of a snuggle, but would be willing to engage in one with a stranger and make a little money while you're at it, this just might be the part-time job for you. Because it's such a private and intimate service, you can still charge quite a premium, and if it goes well, you'll likely develop regulars. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.